Hey everyone, welcome to Kip TV. I am Kip. Today I've got a sixes match for you. You wouldn't know it by looking at this pyro, but yes, we are playing sixes here. It is Platypi versus Emergent Complexity. There we go. To UGC Steel sixes teams, and let's meet the rosters. We have Hobbs as Pyro for Platypi. We have Fakad as Demo Man. Alpha and Yen Mega is Soldier. Blue Beef Man is going to be Scout. Ox is also on Soldier, and Mojo is Medic. Over on Emergent Complexity, which I know I'm just going to call them Emergency. I hope that's okay with them. We have JT as Soldier as well as Barry Tack. We have Amarel as Medic, Valkyrie, and Android are on Scout, and the Messy Recipe is Demo Man. So let's check these roll-outs. We'll get on the COD cam. So for those of you who don't know, Platypi is the Fun Sixes team, is the way they describe it on their UGC page, of Spyro, the Silver's Highlander team. So a lot of these players play Highlander, and that is probably why you see Pyro. So anyway, let's get to this mid action. Alright, already we're seeing Red take some good high ground right here and getting onto the combo, taking down 3 already for Platypi. So this mid fight for Emergency going really well. We'll just call him Emergent. I guess that works. Mojo does survive with Hobbs, so we'll see if they can continue to survive. Hobbs right now trying to protect his Medic, and Mojo did get, no he didn't, he got finished off right there by Android. Oh man, the Soldier got taken care of by Hobbs, but Android finished up on that kill. So look at Emergent right now, just absolutely cleaning up and rolling to last. Mojo still hasn't come up yet, and Amarel has this 100% Uber ready to go. This is not going to be pleasant for Platypi. There is a Scout in here that, is Blue Beef Man trying to force the Uber. He does go down. Did succeed in forcing that Uber, but it's still going to be a bad positioning for Red. There is some nice reflex coming off, and there that Pyro is really paying off. Look at that reflex rocket. Yeah, Hobbs, one of the better sorry, I'm trying to think. One of the better Pyros in the Silver for Highlander. So having him right there on last, definitely a boon. That's also going to buy an Uber advantage for Mojo if he can stay alive. But of course, right now, Emergent going to try to do everything they can to take him down. We'll watch the Barry Tack cam. Is wearing those gunboats, so you know he's roamer, so I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to suicide in, tried to force that Uber. Oh, but look at this. Platypi is being very aggressive right now as they are trying to get some space in here, and it's the quick fix. It is a quick fix, absolutely allowed in UGC. We are going to see Blue try to take advantage of that as Red tried to take advantage of that as Blue's pushing forward just a little bit. Again, look at those reflex. So Hobbs doing major amounts of work, but he abandoned the point, and Scout gets in there. That is a cap for Valkyrie, and 1-0 Emergent. So a nice play right there. The quick fix coming out, almost successful for Platypi right there. It looks like Mojo is back on the regular meta again, which makes a lot of sense in a run for mid. So we'll see if we see any more changes in the metagame here from Platypi, who definitely are having fun with this sixes meta. We're already seeing a mid-fight go down here. Red again taking some good positioning, but they don't have the height advantage this time. It looks like they're going to secede to let it go to Blue right there. But actually, Recipe and Barry Tack getting a good damage down right there. And again, it's only going to be 2 up for Platypi. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that bad call right there. I was trying to figure out what happened. And as 4 members of Platypi went down, we'll see if they regrouped enough to contest second. And it looks like they're just going to give that up. Not a bad idea. Mojo stayed alive, so that's going to be a big difference from this round to last round. Amarel does have this Uber, and Blue is actually going to try to come out here, and they forced the Uber from Amarel. They did not want that. Well, I mean, Red did not want that. Blue definitely wanted that. Blue's going to actually pop their Uber in response, but COD doesn't get the flash, so he goes down. A little bit of a misplay right there. They could really use that Demo Man, and as we speak, there is a back cap going on, but it looks like, no, they didn't get Valkyrie. They got Valkyrie, but in came Barry Tack to finish up. Oh, my goodness. This is going really fast and not in the favor of a Platypi at all. Look at that. Blue Beef Man doesn't have any points. Don't want to call out anyone, of course, but ouch. So we'll see how this mid-fight goes, because that's definitely going to set the tone for the rest of these rounds, as we've seen, or the rest of this round. Red getting a little good. Blue looking like they're not as aggressive. They're coming out on the... Oh, Mojo took a lot of damage right there. We're going to have to fall back into house. Ox going down, but he did take down Amarel, so no medic right there for Emergent. Mojo is coming out here. Looks like Blue's playing a little bit more aggressive, knowing that half the team is down for Emergent, and there goes a completely opposite swing of mid fights right there. Emergent Complexity taking or falling back, only 2 alive as Platypi takes their first mid. What? I don't think Ox will stay on, no, he's just getting the forward spawns right there. Yeah, running a heavy across the map wouldn't make too much sense, and by wouldn't make too much sense, I would mean it's absolute insanity. Right, we'll watch the Alpha and Yan Mega Cam as he pushes forward. There is a soldier, but Bakad finishes him off. However, that Uber was popped, so a nice play right there from Berrytac to get that forced Uber. Going to reset the Uber for Mojo, and Amarel had a little bit of a respawn advantage, so there will be a little bit of that Uber advantage. About 30%, not sure if that's going to be enough. And again, sorry about the state of stickies. They've been messed up since the Halloween update, but gotta do what we gotta do. If you have a complaint, go ahead and send it to Valve. By that I mean write a letter and throw it in the trash can. Because we have many complaints from competitive TF2 that have not been I am way not paying attention. Berrytac has gone to heavy, not a bad idea, so it looks like they probably will not be pushing out with this Uber advantage they have. Mojo is going to be on his soon. Let's get on Blue Beefman camera. He's trying to harass from the sides a little bit, and it's an interesting role he's now playing because he doesn't have Hops as his secondary scout, so you can't play the passive scout, you can't play the very super aggressive scout, because you have a Pyro now who's basically, Hops has been sticking pretty close to the combo, been doing a good protection job, and actually has been getting quite a few points in his work. So without that secondary scout, Blue Beefman just not been able to, just different meta, of course. So we have the Uber exchange here on last so far. Nobody going down, but Blue Med caught out, but oh, some air blast. So Hobbs doing work right there to keep his med alive. Bakad did survive, but he is super, just kidding. He went down. He was really hurt and bottomed out right there. Hobbs is still alive, trying to protect his medic and fall back. Looks like they will give up second right here. Not a whole lot they can do. So a nice fight right there from Emergent Complexity, able to push out of last, even though both Ubers were exchanged. Sometimes you think you need that Uber advantage. You absolutely need that Uber advantage to push out of last, but this is a case where you don't. Just have to win that Uber fight. Hobbs did stay back, so that's one of those things that changes up that meta. That this without that secondary scout, you're not able to push in as much because Hobbs is definitely slower as Pyro, but you did see he was able to keep his medic alive, so definitely there. Platypi right now is pushing in. Mojo only has about 90% right there. Definitely a dangerous position, but it's working out as Red has decided to fall back. Amarel had that 100%, or just now getting that 100% Uber, but losing their demo and soldier right there. They did not want to contest second and risk any further losses. Barry missing that jump right there, not able to get in the surprise position, but we do have both Ubers exchanged. Blue's pushing in right now, not getting enough frags. Valkyrie is the only one who went down. That red Uber will be able to defend, but it doesn't matter because Pyro on the point with the air blast. What? Hobbs showing that Pyro definitely does have a place. He did get some of that Uber flash coming in, so it's definitely a different story than the last push. He was able to get in there with his team, reflect people off the point, and turn into an M2 Pyro, which is definitely not something you see a lot of in sixes. So how will Emergent Complexity respond to that? We are 2-1. Emergent Complexity need to win this mid fight, as they found out, if they want to win a round. But of course, that's not always the story. We'll see how Platypi decide to play, trying to get some upper ground right here, but good patrolling from etc. Oh! Amarel goes down as Blue Beefman able to get in up on his face, and Red gonna fall back without their medic there at mid. I think I called somebody etc., but I was just seeing the EC. I think I meant Android or JT, or I don't remember now. But regardless, med down for EC. Oh, the Uber is popped! Alright, I got some intel right there that Mojo's mouse was failing, and it randomly clicks M2 by itself. So that was not an on-purpose pop right there. So that sucks, though. As Medic, that's absolutely the worst thing you can have. So there goes their Uber advantage. Ubers are reset. Red is probably like, why aren't they pushing with this Uber? But, you know, let's just say it's part of this reshaping the metagame. You know, run Pyro full time, pop Uber when you don't need to. It's all part of the Uber, the meta. Oh, man. So we'll see if that affects them right now. It doesn't look like it is, as they're able to get some good spam in there and push in. Bakad did go down right here, so but I mean, I think right now just EC is just confused about what's going on. Blue got way too much time on the point for someone who didn't have any Uber. They do have this Uber ready to go now. Looks like Bakad is back up, so we'll probably be seeing that push soon. We have the counter pop and exchanges here on second. Some reflex just send the soldier going away from the point for EC, so Hobbs definitely making use of that M2, but meanwhile Alpha and Ox going down. Those soldiers definitely needed for their rockets, of course. Bakad being chased right there, but sticky trap. Where was that sticky trap? Let's see if the body parts, I'm guessing it was somewhere around here, but it took out JT and Amarel. So a nice sticky trap right there from Bakad, saving his team, buying an Uber advantage. Really well done, because it looked like EC was probably going to be able to chase down Mojo, who was pretty hurt at that point, potentially buying themselves an Uber advantage. But that is not the case, because they did not check for sticky traps. Or I don't know, maybe Bakad's was just that good, which I could believe. So we'll see now another fight here at second. Red, they don't want to commit too much because they only have 43%. They could potentially do a soft defend here with no Uber, but it's really probably not wise at this point, as Mojo has this 100% and a lot of momentum going here for him and his team. We'll see an exchange here in lobby, but nope, Red is falling back as they did lose their Demo Main and Barry Tack, so not a whole lot of players alive in terms of big damage output for Red right now. Platypi knows that. They're going to try to push in here. The Uber is popped. Valkyrie and Android do get on the point to defend, so don't even necessarily need that, but doesn't matter because those air blasts again. Those air blasts from Hobbs are just denying the point to Emergent Complexity, and it's got to be so frustrating. Can you imagine for Emergent Complexity getting so close to the point and just being air blasted back? And that's one of those things you do not practice, because nobody does that. But this is just a case of where that Highlander mentality can come into sixes and play a great role. So it's going to take some adjusting from Emergent Complexity. I wonder if we'll see a Pyro from them. We haven't seen too much off-class, and we do see a Heavy at last, but that's pretty normal. So far, Blue Bootman, the only one going down for Platypi, as EC looking pretty aggressive here, getting some time on the point and pushing back Blue. Yeah, Platypi losing way too many people. Hobbs still around here. Doesn't look like he will be able to do anything. Potentially maybe a flank, but looks like he has fallen back to protect his medic. Yep, here on second. So Platypi in that familiar position from the first two rounds of losing mid. They did keep their medic alive though, so it's more like the second round. But we'll see how EC responds. They have this Uber ready to go. We'll stick on the messy recipe cam, as he is a little down there in points. But as you can see right now, he's not getting that Uber, so there's definitely a reason why. Look at those air blasts just send the Uber. Oh, rocks away. Oh my goodness, that was so well-timed from Hobbs right there. Those type of reflex aren't easy, but he is getting them done, and that Uber is just completely negated. And look, Mojo didn't. Oh, he just now popped his soldier from behind. Somebody's got to watch out for Barry Tech, who is alive but behind the blue lines. Is he going to go for a back cap right now, or is he going to go for a potential medic drop? I don't think he knows either. He's probably yelling to his team like, I'm back here, what do I do? It's going to be difficult to get in on the med when Hobbs is there. He's just now looks like trying to get back to with his team, so not trying anything risky right there. Probably a good move. Not an exciting move. You definitely want to see him trying to go for that medic pick or try for that cap on second or do something crazy. But right now he's in place to help his team defend, and you cannot criticize that. We'll see if Red can defend right here. Just Blue Beef Man trying to get a little bit of time, pressure the point a little bit. Obviously not going to engage too much because he doesn't have the rest of his team right here. Well, I mean, they're close, but in yard. Finally, they will push in. They do have this Uber ready to go. Amaral is a little bit off. Finally does get this Uber. We'll see if they pop immediately, but really no need to as they have fallen back into lobby. Oh, they do get the pop, and oh man, JT does not get dropped. I thought for sure he would, but got the Uber just in time. Blue does manage to cap, so that Uber, you're wondering what the purpose of popping in lobby was? I mean, I don't know. Pull it this off! Nope, not gonna make it. Amaral goes down right there to Ox. Ox, though, gets finished off by Berry Tech. Potentially could be a pushing situation here for Platypi, but the rest of Platypi is not in position to do it. So we'll see if potentially... Oh man, those rockets. Berry Tech's like, what? I thought we were playing sixes and I don't have to worry about reflex. Nope. Nope. Let's see if there's any off-classing here. We do have Valkyrie on Sniper, and if I can get to that Sniper cam. So we'll see if that affects this metagame, this last push here of Spyro. Looks like they are just playing same classes as always, so no difference right there. Looks like we do have a pause coming up. And there it is. We'll be right back. And we're back to the action. It looks like Mojo's still having problems with his mouse thing. Just talked about that in chat. Missed a little bit of the action, but right now we're just holding here at last, waiting for that push in. HUD's gonna be broken for a little bit, so forgive me, but we do have, who is that on heavy? That is Berry Tech on heavy right there. As it looks like Valkyrie... Oh, just got Alpha and Yan Mega. We'll get on his cam. He's the one who's doing some interesting stuff right here. Watching, waiting for that Uber to come in because potentially he could get a drop right here. I think both have this Uber and should be ready to push real soon right here. This is where he's holding his breath. And blue team, unless they have gone spy to check to see, I mean, no, that wouldn't make sense at all. Gone spy, you do that to check the miniguns. You don't know what Valkyrie is doing right now. And oh my goodness, just playing the waiting game a little bit while Blue's trying to get a position. Everybody's up, so they are not waiting. Okay, well, they just lost Alpha as he did push in there, taking a sticky trap maybe for the team as Blue's going to push in for that Uber. Nope, still waiting for Platypi to make the first move. This is the... Or I make the analogy of middle school dances where the boys are on one side and the girls are on the other, and they're both waiting for the other one to make the move. Because the boys want the girls to make the move because the girls are taller at that point. The boys are still short, waiting for puberty. This is what I talk about when there's nothing to go is going on right here. All right, Blue Beef Man just went down. Let's go back. Valkyrie is back on this scout, so no more snipes or headshots. Just refresh HUD right there, and that didn't work. All right, whatever. Again, write a letter to Valve and throw it in the trash. Finally, we do have some action right here. Oh, let's see if we can get the force, but Alpha is unsuccessful with that suicide, though. Here comes the push from Blue. Berry Tech goes down, so no heavy for that defense, and that's not what they wanted. Some nice reflex coming down from Hobbs. He's just denying this other soldier. JT finally takes him out, but it's not gonna matter. I mean, it is going to matter because not enough players here for Platypi to continue this push. So a nice defense there despite the air blastings from Hobbs. So Emergent Complexity looks like they will be able to get out of here. FYI, Blue Beefman has gone Sniper. That's what Android is telling his team right now as he takes a shot to the head as he tried to get out onto second. Blue Beefman appears to not want to let that happen, but after Bakad and Hobbs both go down right there, he is going to have to fall back to second. So interesting to note right now, there are no scouts for Platypi. With Hobbs on the Pyro and... Oh, Ooh, a Blue Leaf Man on the sniper. At least he knows the direction from which Emergent Complexity is going right now. Gets the headshot of Messy Recipe as he was jumping out of there to safety. Nice shot. Ox finishing off Berrytech. He was trying to get to the point there too. Down goes Android. We're just going to stick on the Blue Beef Man cam because he really wants that medic pick. We'll see if he can get it. No, Emerald does take some damage right there, but Blue Beef Man too hurt to finish up. Follow through on that. He's going to call out that positioning, but it probably Amaral has already fallen back at this point. We'll check in the Bacot cam. Maybe we can figure out where he put that amazing sticky trap before. Right now, though, Mojo doesn't have this Uber yet, so we'll be waiting on a push here a little bit, but gotta be watching your back as a ton of spam is coming in here. Mojo did take a little bit of damage, but he stays alive to get that Uber. Here comes the red Uber. Oh, Mojo was out of position right there. Didn't want to pop. Didn't save it. No, he drops. Wait, did he have Uber? Wait, yeah, he's sparkling. Of course he had Uber. Oh my god, that's so bad for Platypi right here. But good news for EC. Just need to finish off Alpha right there, and they take him down. Only Hobbs and Blue Beef Man are alive right now. And looking like this could be a good chance for a little bit of space to make up. However, Blue Beef Man back on the point, having a little battle right there. It doesn't matter. In comes the cavalry for EC, and they will easily cap second. Oh, this is not a good idea. Oh, Messy Recipe just sending a ton of spam right there. Berrytech does get caught out. Oh, Mojo and Ox are both super hurt. They're going to have to fall back, but if anybody follows up on this, they could easily take Mojo. Mojo does get the health, so he will survive. I don't know about this. Taking a lot of spam out of this choke, and that's that's courtesy of Messy Recipe right there. But Mojo did, having stayed alive, will have this Uber advantage. Well, having stayed alive through that, I mean, he did drop. We won't talk about that. But again, maybe that mouse, malfunctioning mouse, very significant. Ox coming in. Where was he that was able to get a 2K right there? It is on the scouts, so don't know how too much that matters. But there it is, 2 players down. We'll see. Mojo, what are you doing? Oh my goodness. Sticky Trap taking him out right there. Messy Recipe getting Bacod right there, so that's at least a 2K. I think there may have been more. Mojo says he hit the wrong button. Oh, that sucks. But still salvageable at this point. They could potentially get a defense here up on last. JT switching to that shoddy, knowing that Hobbs is around there. Definitely got to watch your back, but we have 100% Uber for Amaral. We'll see this jump in, no doubt, soon. From Red. We'll stay in the JT cam. We haven't got too much action from him. Well, we do see his opposing soldier in on the side, but Berrytech goes down. JT is going to get some of this Uber going after the med, but Mojo staying out there, getting a nice reflect from Hobbs to protect him. Platypi just trying to get onto the point right now, but it's not going to happen. Well, it is going to happen. They do have Blue Leafman on Sniper, not a lot of health to protect right there, and down finally goes Amaral. Wait. Never mind. Okay. Down goes Mojo. That's why I was confused. I saw in the kill feed Mojo got a shotgun kill, and I was like, wait a minute. So it looks like Mojo and Ox have switched. Ox is now medic. So obviously the mouse playing a huge problems for Mojo. Dropping 2 Ubers, and yeah, not what Platypi needs right now. So they're going to switch up a little, see how that goes. Thought for a minute they were playing without a medic, and then I was like, wow, that is changing up the meta game. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Bacod going down as Android getting very, very aggressive. Probably will be able to take out Blue Beef Man, who is squozing out right here. And yes, Android does go down. I mean, Blue Beef Man does go down to Android. Platypi still in this engagement, though. They think they have a chance, but they're going to fall back to choke Ox. Now I have to remember that Ox is a med. He took a fair bit amount of damage right there, but he will stay alive to get that 100%. Oh, and here comes that Uber. JT has to reload, just waiting for the right moment. Hobbs getting that flash, so won't go down to JT's rocket. JT's gonna have to get out of there, but so did Platypi. So that Uber push not working, just didn't have the numbers to support their push. So good position here for EC. Remember, we are 3-2. We'll play 2-4 and then go to halftime. These are UGC rules, so the first of 5 wins will take the match. I don't think I mentioned it before, but both these teams are 3-1 in their division, which is North American Steel, in UGC or UGC 6s. And let's see, for Platypi, this is their second season playing together, and for EC, this is their first season playing together. So there's a little backstory for you as we wait for these Ubers to get up. Ox just now getting 100%, and Amaral ready with an Uber of his own. Of course, Amaral could be a girl because that's a very feminine name, and I love that name, though. It's really pretty. But I apologize if you're a man and have just a very lovely name. Anyway, Mojo going down. Messy Recipe getting a 2K with 1 pill right there. So Bakad and Mojo both going down, but here's the Uber pop. Ox was able to fall back and keep his team on top with that 100% Uber advantage. We'll take down Berry Tech and oh, but there's a back cap going on. Oh, don't worry. Ox came in apparently with the crossbow there at the end to stop the cap, but now with that presence or that red little carrot of red on the last point, Spyro. Oops, I called him Spyro. Platypi is nervous enough to keep some presence back there and won't continue their push onto second. Probably the right idea. Did see Amaral, or Amaral goes down, didn't see it, but that's huge because that's going to be an advantage for Platypi to push out on second and not have to sit back on their heels and defend last. We're going to watch the Hobbs cam a little, see some of these rocket reflex if, oh, still coming in, so soldiers haven't completely resorted to their shotgun and coming against Hobbs. I guess the theory is he can't reflect everything, and I mean that's a good theory. We'll see if it comes true, but he is gonna stay back and patrol the point as his team pushes on to second right here. No contestation from red because Amaral has only about 50% Uber. They're gonna send in that Roamer who does manage to take out Ox. Berry Tech getting the pick. Oh man, big med pick right there. So the Roamer and Scout coming in here just trying to harass and doing a good job of that. Meanwhile, Alpha, the Pyre, I was gonna say, I'm trying to say Spyro again, but Platypi's Roamer getting Amaral too, so both medics down, courtesy of roaming soldiers. And that's a calling card you do not want on your dead body. I don't know, but that's a calling card that the roaming soldiers like to have. So meanwhile, we're Spyro. Oh my goodness, now that I've said Spyro, I can't stop saying Spyro. Platypi pushing on to second, having the player advantage right there. Even though they did lose their medic, we're able to get the positioning in order to push in. Let's check on the blue beefman cam as he's trying to get a flank right here. He's spotted out the medic. 1 shot, 2 shot, 3. Oh, he's missing a couple of these. Gonna have to fall back and get that health, but the med is still in a bad position. Amaral though didn't take a lot of damage right there, so they weren't Mies shots. They're just kind of periphery shots that, you know, just graze the arm, and you're not going to die from that. Or at least, I hope not. Amaral didn't, though. So, without that med pick, red not going to be able to... Sorry, blue's not going to be able to push in, get that aggression that they wanted to. Seeing that, here comes some aggression from EC. Some nice reflex from Hobbs keeps Kitchen relatively clear from Stickies. An Ox alive. Ox is going to have this 100% Uber. Will they pop it? Probably will have to because the Messy Recipe is just sending so much spam right there into Kitchen. Finally, the Uber does come out. We'll be able to get some kills, but the counter Uber is popped as well. We do have these Uber exchanges. It looks like the red Uber was on the scout for a little bit right there. Valkyrie trying to get him behind the lines, but he does go down to Mojo. Red just... interesting positioning right here. They don't have a lot of support. It's just the soldier and demo man right now, but they're getting all of these heals from Amaral, so they're able to put down a lot of damage. As meanwhile, it looks like Android was behind the scenes just harassing. And Lex, that is... What? They were able to get in there? I don't even know how that happened. Alright, well that is GH. We'll be right back after these messages. We're back with the second half. I did go back and look at the replay of the first half, which ended with Beartech and Android taking second and last in a span of about 20 seconds, where Platypi just paid them no attention. Overextension onto mid right. I don't know if it was overextension or if it's just really great back plays by Android and Beartech. But there you go. We are 4-2, and here is the mid fight. Bakad staying back, and we did switch colors, so we do have Platypi on red right now. Ox going down immediately. Looks like he is back on Demoman as Mojo hopefully fixed his mouse. No more Uber drops. Can't really afford that. Amaryl goes down. Oh, what an explosion. What a reflect by Hobbs right there. Beartech probably would have had Mojo, because Mojo was not at 100% health right there. Oh my goodness. There is a Pyro metagame for 6s, so really nice work right there to salvage that mid-fight. Could have been potentially devastating for both sides, so I don't know what happens when there's two sides of devastation. I guess it's just altogether a messy play, but it is now a nice play from Platypi. They will have that 100% Uber pushing on to second right here. We'll see if Blue decides to defend, but don't really have the numbers around here. We will see JT, it looks like, and Scout. Okay, they are going to just throw in some spam, wait for that Uber. Definitely want to force that Uber. Don't want to let Platypi walk into last with that 100% Uber advantage. Also trying to buy time for Amaryl, who's about 50% right now, so not a bad ideas right here. Mojo does take a little bit of damage, but he's mostly staying alive. Not mostly staying alive, he's staying alive. You can't be mostly alive. Anyway, but we will have this Uber push incoming as Platypi doesn't want to wait too long. Well, they already waited long enough. Amaryl will have that 100% Uber. So, Uber advantage wasted right there, but Platypi still in a good position as they have that momentum. Alpha and Yeming is just going to push on to last, get a little bit of time. Going to be followed up by the Scout, but Blue Beefman gets finished off right there. There is a Heavy that just wasn't targeted down, and so he is just going to be spun up, and Beartech is just unstoppable when he's spun up and not targeted. So Mojo did stay alive, but that is one medic versus many. Blue Beefman going to respawn and help him out right there, but not a great push onto last from Platypi. Whenever there's a Heavy, you obviously want to focus him because he's so much health and can put out crazy amounts of damage, but when he's Ubered, it's especially hard. So, Amaryl, oh my goodness, Amaryl not in good positioning right there. Well, it's hard to be in good positioning when you have red people here and then Ox coming in from behind. So, a nice pinch right there from Platypi gives them the Uber advantage, and it looks like they will be able to hold mid here for just a little bit longer. Potentially EC could have come out and recaptured mid without an Uber right there, but Platypi looking good as they push out. We'll see if there's any fight here for second. There should be. No reason for... Ooh, look at this sneaky soldier coming in, getting a nice jump, and oh, Mojo is so screwed unless he gets help, but no direct hit to that face from Beartech. So, nice medic pick right there. Really sneaky work, but well played. Mojo just took a wrong turn that he wasn't able to get support from his team. Ox trying to return the favor, but Amaryl survives with that 50 health. So, with about 80%, that's going to be a nice advantage for EC as they did lose second, but they'll easily be able to retake it here and then push onto mid with an uncontested Uber. There is that 100% charge, and we're going to get ready for this push. Who to watch? In comes Alpha, trying to get Force right there, but he gets caught out, probably will go down. Actually, he takes out Valkyrie in the meantime. Alpha's still alive. He somehow escaped that. That's a missed opportunity for EC right there. He didn't get the job done, so he may come back for more, so that means you have to watch those skies again, but with Hobbs and that M2 action, probably will be okay. We do have this 100% Uber ready for Amaryl and team, and they pop it. It's not what they wanted to do. Definitely wanted this Uber for offense and to push onto mid, but right now they have to pop it to keep Amaryl alive. I think that is the purpose of popping right there. Not exactly sure, but it's definitely not the location they wanted. Mojo looks like it took a sticky trap, flew ahead a little bit and popped that Uber to stay alive. Can't hook up with anybody. What is going on? Mojo is like, what? Come on, guys. Gonna pull up that Uber stall, see if he can get something. Oh my goodness, that's awkward Uber right there, but that's what happens when you get disconnected. He does finally, you know, hook up with his team. Just getting a lot of harassment from Valkyrie, but Hobbs takes him down with a nice flare shot. Uber's about even right here. So not a drastic consequence for Mojo popping right there and then not really being able to push forward or take a lot of space with that Uber because he got disconnected. I mean, so they'll be about even. Worst case, they would have, Platypi would have taken an Uber disadvantage right there, potentially losing their medic. But not happening, and we will have these Ubers ready for an exchange at last. Now we do have Berry Tack back up as heavy. So let's see if Platypi learned their lesson from last time. Taking out that heavy is going to be primary, numero uno primary. I was going to say their #1 primary objective, but I don't know how to say that in Spanish, so I don't know why I tried. But we will be going soon. We'll watch Alpha and Yanmega. He's going to try to get a force out here. It's going to be difficult with that heavy who can perform those great anti-air skills. Oh, if he had the direct hit, he could send a couple fat heavies away, but taking too much damage because they know Alpha is there. We do have a sniper is the word, going for both sides. I wanted to get on Blue Beefman's cam because he's going for Platypi right here and trying to play aggressive, getting that garage door open right here, waiting for a medic pick. But both teams, I think both teams know the other team has a soldier, so I mean a sniper. So it he gets Messy Recipe, huge pick right there, and then gets Valkyrie. So this is the time for Blue to push. We'll see. Oh my god, he's so close to getting this. Oh my goodness, almost getting the medic right there, but the force comes out. Platypi right now has all their plays alive, but they didn't take down the heavy. Finally, he gets focused down. Alpha coming in, also finishing off Amaral, and that's going to be a victory for Platypi. So we are 4-3. EC still in the lead. But there looks like there is still some hope here for Platypi. See how this mid-fight goes. Of course, that sets the tone for so much, but as we saw last time, not necessarily. There was a lot of back and forth action, which was well played from both sides. So we will go to 5. Only 1 more needed for EC, 2 more needed for Platypi, and that'd be amazing if they could get 3 in a row. Nothing set in stone yet, though, as neither side really willing to engage right here. Finally, we do get Blue pushing up, getting some height advantage. Do have a Blue soldier trying to get in here, but Reflex takes him out of the game. Berry Attack going down right there. We have a pan kill. Blue Beefman with the pan taking down Messy Recipe. I mean, it's still a melee, but ouch, that's embarrassing. I mean, but in the meantime, Red is falling back here. Platypi just not getting the kills. Amaral goes down to an arrow from, Bakad goes down to an arrow from Amaral, so nice shot right there. But because he wasn't healing the entire time, because he had that crossbow out, he doesn't have that 100% Uber yet. Mojo, however, does, but I don't think Platypi is going to try anything on this. They do just hear Amaral getting that charge just now. So we'll check on Blue Beefman, see if he's gonna do anything to try to force this Uber. But gonna be hard when you do have both soldiers patrolling the house right there. So he is gonna fall back. Let's check in on Bakad, who's sending a lot of spam their way. Android does go down. There goes the Uber for Blue. Red Uber popped in retaliation. Hobbs connecting and getting some of that Uber, just air blasting everyone away. Blue Uber meanwhile faded off in yard, and it just, out comes the pan! Out comes the pan! Blue Beefman gets the assist because Ox cleaned up right there on Valkyrie. Amaral goes down to a sticky. Android's the only one left alive for EC, and he is not in any position to contest this mid-fight, or this midpoint. Platypi is going to take super advantage of that and push forward. There is going to be a demo exchange here on second, as Messy Recipe did get that respawn, but he's not going to be able to do too much here. Wasn't able to set up any sticky traps, it looks like. So that's unfortunate, but looking good for Platypi right now as they have this Uber advantage and a lot of momentum going in here to last. You see similar defensive setup from EC that we saw last. Berry Attack is on heavy. Oh, but here we go. Valkyrie is on engineer. So let's take a look at that setup. I wonder if he had enough time to get... Alright, he's got level 2, but there's not in the best positioning right here. And it is UGC, so the Wrangler is allowed. We'll see if he pulls that out. Oh, he tried to pick it up while he was still in spawn. Oh, every NG's made that mistake. Don't worry. Don't worry. Well, you may have to start worrying soon because Mojo has this 100% Uber coming up, and only with a level 1, a scout could take that out. We'll see, though. Uber has yet to be popped. Is he... Did he decide screw it? I'm so confused about what's going on here with Valkyrie. He probably just wants to be unnoticed as he's doing this, but of course, since I'm an NG person, I'm following him very, very closely to see, just scrutinizing every single move. Alright, well, it is at level 2 now. Better positioning would probably be up here. Remember, Centric Gun 6 just acts as another player. Oh, what a hit by Blue Beefman. Should have been on his camera instead of checking out the engineer, but takes down Amaryl. Uber dropped. What a nice play right there. Platypi gonna push in here and not a whole lot to stop them. Positioning that Centric Gun was in would not have done anything anyway, and Valkyrie gets taken down as he tried to defend valiantly with his body, but not able to do so. So we are tied up at 4-4. This is where it gets good. It's been good all along, but this is the deciding round. So that med pick proving to be huge. Apologies to Blue Beefman for not getting on the camera, but I assume you have a frag video where that's featured prominently. So just post that in chat. Or maybe you should make a frag video if you don't have one yet. Anyway, though, EC is a little demoralized after that, so definitely the momentum is in Platypi's yard. Speaking of yards, well, actually, I was thinking one of these soldiers is going to try to bomb in on the medic in yard, but no, it's not going to happen. Mojo is going to get away alive, but some nice positioning right here. Oh, but Amaryl, super hurt. Blue Beefman was coming in trying to take him or her out. I haven't decided on that yet. Taken down to a very low amount of health right there, but EC able to cap mid. So we'll see. We'll see if they can't turn the tide. Reverse the momentum if they hashtag believe enough. They do have this Uber ready to go. Whose cam shall we get on is the question. Is Blue Beefman on scout still? I would think it'd be fun to go sniper here on second, but the lines aren't exactly great. They're not conducive to sniping right here, so... But you know what? Neither are the lines on last when you're poking out from lobby, but he made it work. But again, maybe he's thinking you can't get struck by lightning twice, or can't capture lightning in a bottle, or some sort of phrase like that. Anyway, we do have both teams. Oh, we do have that Uber exchange right there. Saw that Messy Recipe was taking a lot of damage. Uber popped on both sides. Mojo was super hurt, but he did manage to get that health pack. Meanwhile, Amaryl staying pretty far back, just trying to get those overheals and then sending his players in. Oh, but now he's engaged and a little bit too close, a little bit out of position right here, especially since he lost his Demo Man. Messy Recipe is so hurt right now. Amaryl is so hurt right now. Mega has to get this kill. Oh, he's trying so hard. Oh, Amaryl went down right there. Bakad sent a stick. What? Oh, he's invisible. That's why I'm having trouble with him. But Bakad had a nice little sticky right there to finish off Amaryl. Another huge advantage going right here for Platypi. A big turn back into their favor. Although, respawn's coming out in time, so EC will be able to get into position to contest here on second. They won't have any sort of Uber, but they are in position. Oh, Berry Tech! Berry Tech takes out Alpha, and more importantly, Mojo with that about 75% charge right there. J-Tech! Oh, again, why am I not on his camera is what you're asking. Oh, we have a crits going, but but these soldiers are going huge. That's an absolute wipe right there for Platypi. Oh, Berry Tech is the one I want. Oh, we have a quick fix going for Platypi. So some really mixing up stuff. J-Tech is going to get a Mojo. So again, Mojo down right there. But Amaryl, wonder, still on crits is the question. Amaryl is still on crits. So really interesting stuff going on right here. I want to get on the Berry Tech camera because he had just a huge plays in the last few seconds right here. That is EC has been pushed back to last. Platypi, or to mid. Platypi was able to keep them off of last, keep them off of second, despite the fact that they lost their medic. So nice plays from Platypi right there. Nice plays from Hobbs to save his skin. But with this 100% Uber and a very nice advantage, Emergent Complexity should be pushing in here soon. Don't want to waste a whole lot of time. Now we do have 14 minutes and 53 seconds for somebody to get one more cap. Could potentially last that long, but doesn't matter. We do have the crits. That's right. It's not a... It did take down Hobbs. Not able to reflect that crit sticky. A nice push here. Oh! Somebody is left from Platypi. That's Alpha. Did get Amaral. He did get Amaral, who went down before. Oh my goodness. A lot of kills going super fast right here. All the players in position for EC to potentially push into last, but they don't have the medic. Amaral, I guess, went down during or right after that crits exchange. What is he on now? Still on that crit, so very, very interesting, especially considering... Oh, wait. Mojo has that quick fix. Oh, my goodness. So we'll see how this goes. They are going to push in 2 seconds, knowing they have this advantage, but... what good is a quick fix advantage, you ask? I don't know. Let's find out together. Quick fix has yet to be popped right there. Mojo just biding his time. Amaral running away with about 83% on that crits charge. Quick fix has been popped and a nice little push in there. Good job getting ground, but they only got berry tack. So, I mean, they did get 1 frag, so that's pretty good. But Amaral's going to have this crits real soon, so you know what that means. A demo man cam. And... oh, has yet to be popped. Charging. Oh, there we go. We'll see if they can get it. Oh, I can't tell where these stickies are going, but Messy Recipe has yet to connect. Android goes down. Amaral goes down. That's Hobbs coming in from behind with the flank. Hobbs just didn't bother reflecting anything. Just M1 that shit. Excuse me. M1 that play. Berry Tack is the only one left alive, but again, not in any position right there as he had died previously. Just respawning. Oh my goodness, so Platypi anticipating that crits, able to scatter and able to protect their med. Berry Tack trying to come in here. He does get a defense, but oh, Hobbs takes him out. Why am I not on the Hobbs cam, you ask? I don't know, because I'm a horrible caster is probably the answer. But Hobbs getting that reflect, protecting his medic, keeping that 100% quick fix intact. The quick fix really didn't do anything too much for them on defense. We'll see if it'll save them on offense as they try to push into second right here. A lot of spam coming their way. Again, you can't tell because the stupid Valve update. But crits is, I mean, quick fix is popped. Mojo's kind of flying everywhere, fell into the hole. Not in great position right here. Will connect with his team. And finishing off Android is Ox. So that will clear the way for Platypi to push this point. They do have one more scout to contend with. Valkyrie is not going to give up easily, even though he is super hurt right now. Gonna try to follow up, but Mojo has already gone down. A Messy Recipe with that crit. So I was following the stupid scout cam, but anyway, great crits pop right there. But there's a back cap going on. Barely in time is the second point capped. Otherwise, Alpha would have had that cap and that would have been the game. Wow, really close action right here. I doing a horrible job of calling this, but it's absolutely insanity. So Mojo is back on Metagun. Let's check the Metiguns. That's the important part. Emerald still on that quick fix, on that crits. If I could also talk, that'd be super. Oh, good try from Ox to try to get in there, put pressure on Amaral, who did take a little bit of damage, but stays alive. Meanwhile, Mojo gets that health, will stay alive. We do have the crits ready to go for blue, so get on the Messy Recipe cam and hold your breath. See if EC can't get a big play right here. If they could clear out Mojo, this could be huge. Oh my goodness, this looks so bad. Oh, Blue Beefman gets the kill. What a play by Blue Beefman. Not even sure where he was, but taking out Messy Recipe right there is going to be huge. Messy Recipe was just doing the math and trying to figure out what the best angle would be to take out everybody on point who had no idea he was there. But Blue Beefman with the K saves his team and much more. Perhaps this match. We'll see. Mojo has this 100% Uber because he didn't die. And should be going in soon. We'll get on the blue. No, he's just now respawning. I want to get on the Alpha cam, seeing if he's gonna go in here, try for a pick, as Amaral is close, but has, oh no, Amaral has that crits. What will win? Uber versus Crits. Crits is popped, but Uber, they saw it coming from a long ways away. Able to get to that Uber off. Hobbs did go down right there, so no Pyro to protect his med, and because of that, Berry Tack gets a hit on Mojo. He does get finished off right there, but Cod, but Ox was super hurt. No med equals no heals. Simple math for those in beginning TF2. So down goes the rest of Platypi's team, just now getting some respawns, but it's not going to be enough to stop this EC cap. So nice plays right there. It looked a little sketchy for EC as they were unable to get that crits pop off and get the medic, but able to follow through on those kills, finish off Mojo. Meanwhile, Amaryl went down as well. We'll see if that's going to play a big role for this EC team. Want to get on Amaryl C, still on that crit, so they decided they liked it, even though they know Mojo is running that Uber, that regular Uber. But I guess they're figuring they can get that surprise crits in time in order to make this change worth it. We'll probably be about even because that crits does charge faster, but it was later. Oh, a nice flank right here from Valkyrie, but he is super hurt, not able to get to the last shot on Mojo, who had 21 health. 21 health. So really nice work from Valkyrie. Oh, Blue Beef Man trying to get the back cap and not able to do so. Where is the defense right here? In comes Alpha trying to get the pick on Amaryl. He does! I mean, that's Ox. Oh my goodness, Ox with a sweet play right there, finishing off Amaryl, who dropped that Uber. Oh my goodness, just get that right click a little bit faster and they would have had it. So Platy is up 5-4. Why are they still playing is the question. Doesn't matter. I'll keep talking if they're still playing, but a great game right there. It looks like, yeah, they are done playing. But what a game from both sides. Absolute insanity. Again, sorry, I stumbled over stuff, but Ox with huge plays, Blue Beef Man with huge plays. Don't forget on the other side, Berry Tech had huge plays, Messy Recipe with a great crits. Both meds had tough time staying alive, but were able to adapt. Gotta give props to them for changing up the metagens. And then huge props for Hobbs ESQ for bringing in the full-time Pyro on 6s. Love it. I think, as you saw, there's definitely a viable option for full-time Pyro and 6s. So can't wait to see what's in the future for these teams. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Thanks to Mojo who sent this in. Hope I didn't catch too many of your drops. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you have a game you want to see casted, definitely hit me up at kiptf2@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I am at KipTF2 there. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a good day.